afternoon, good evening. How is everybody doing? Wow, how is everyone doing? So, I'm gonna wait until a couple of people come on into the room. I'm sitting outside, and I just want to talk about something um, that I came across, which I find to be quite interesting. How is everybody doing? How is everyone doing? If you guys are tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how you guys doing? Okay. Hi, Charmaine, Leslie, how you doing? How are you doing? All right. So, something came across to me, and I just wanted to share it. Oh my gosh, this is very annoying. I just wanted to share this. So, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to be sharing my screen. I have a question. Specifically for my what they call themselves ADOS, American Descendants of Slave, or is it American Descendants of Slavery? I'm not sure. Not sure what it is, but my fellow brothers and sisters right here in America, I have a question for you guys, and I'm just gonna share a video, and it's not a long video. It's about like 7 minutes, but I found it to be very, very interesting, and I just wanted to share it. And then I just got to ask you guys a question. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. So here's a video that I came across here, and this is just very interesting. So I'm just gonna play it and let you guys listen to it.
A lot of the people that lives out here, you probably wouldn't take them to be black people. You might not look black, but you got the black blood into you. Well, my name is Roberta Jeanette Euler, but I go by Bird for a nickname. I've lived here all my life. On my job that I had worked at, they took me to be white. And my best friend, she took me to be white. She was shocked when I told her I'm not white. I am black. I am a black person. And it was, well, you're not that. You think you are. No, I know I am. I was raised that way. But I was also raised, as Mom would say, it doesn't matter what color your skin is. We all serve one God. Now, as you know, this is my home. Over here is my daughter's home, Jessica. Everybody else in here, we're all kinfolks. That's how this community got to be mixed with white and black. It was from the black children. Our children going out marrying white and bringing them in. A lot of them was as light as I am, but we still said we were black. And then we had some real dark ones, but that's okay. They were black, we were black. So that's how this all got started. My grandma, she was half Turk, half black. My grandpa was a white man. My mom raised me as black. My mom she wasn't as fair complected as I am. She was a light tan brown. My dad, he has German, Irish, white. Well, his mother was a white woman. His dad was a colored man. And then as I grew older and I got married and I had my children, I registered my children as black. I have found that stone that was here around the mountain. Most of them in this area goes as black. We've got maybe 2, 3 families that considers themselves being white. But the rest of us in here, we consider ourselves being black.
You know this country is prejudiced, always have been, and never will grow out of it. I was in the service in '66. Yeah, I circled black, Negro. He said, "You can't circle that." I said, "That's what I am." Well, he kind of smiled and he said, "Circle this." I said, "Okay," which meant Caucasian. I didn't show my color, but I know what I was. And I ain't gonna let you lie my race. My mom raised me as Negroes. Oh, I had a lot of people ask me, say, "Why did your mom raise you as a Negro?" I said, "That's what I am." They said, "Yeah, but you don't show it." I said, "It's gonna come a time where white won't accept you and the Negroes will accept you." I said, I'll wait it out." That's all you can do. You'll shout the victorious. You'll break through the blues. Some golden daybreak for me and for you. Amen.
Growing up, I was always taught that I was black. I started into school and didn't really think much about it until I got into the elementary. I'm going to say around about 3rd or 4th grade. That's when I started noticing the difference. I started noticing I was being taught that I was black, but I didn't look black. Other children didn't view me as black. Even some of those other kids made fun of me because, why are you saying you're black when you're white? It wasn't until I reached about junior high and then I realized I'm white. That is what I am. Yes, I know I was raised black and was told I was black, but I am white. What black person has blonde hair, blue eyes, and fair complected and can hardly tan besides burning? I'm white. You don't have to look black to be black. I know she don't look black, but she has got black in her. She's right. She's got a lot of different kind in her. But I am her mother. I stand on the black. She
my I my brothers and sisters in America, let me tell y'all something. These people are coming for your reparation.
did not stand. Only for so long of a time she stood as for black. When she got into school, into Waverly School, she let the people in Waverly change her thinking, her feeling. I didn't. I still stood for what I was, what my mother told me I was. I didn't care what I had to go through. I still stood for it. When I finally made the decision to go as white, I did feel guilty about it. It did, in a way, break my heart. It's nothing against my family. And it doesn't mean that I don't like black people or love black people or care for black people. I do. And like I told her, I can't be racist, and I know that. And I would never want to be, even if I chose to be. I couldn't. I don't want that for myself or for my children. You're never going to get to the top of that mountain, I'm telling you. The black blood in you.
Hey, Lynn V, you people like yourself, you guys like to use the word racist more than everybody else. You know, you play the victim and you like to call people racist.
It's going to stay there. And whether you want to accept it or not, there is going to be people to pick it out of you, whether you mention East Jackson or not. I went to a doctor in Waverly a couple good years back, and on that application, it asked my race.
That's narcissistic behavior, Lynn. Very narcissistic.
And I put black. The woman come out and said to me, "How can you be black?" And I kind of stared at her because she threw me off. She said, "I have never seen a black person, fair complected, blue eyes, freckles, and red hair." I said, "Well, surprise, you see her now." And she wanted to change my race. She was aiming on marking out the black and putting white. And I told her, "Don't you do that. I know what I go by. I know what I am. You leave it there." I will never, ever deny my race for what my mother had brought me up and raised me. and had put me as. I will always be that until the day I leave this earth.
Wait a minute. Lynn says she's always supported the Black community. Hey, Lynn, how? Can you tell us how you support the Black community? Are you advocating against racism, against Black police brutality, all that stuff? Can you show us? Can you maybe provide a link somehow? Just give us some examples of how it is that you are supporting the Black community here in America or anywhere else, wherever you are. Anyway, yeah, Lynn, drop us a little link there in the chat there. Let's see how you've been supporting the Black community. Anyway, so I just thought that video was quite interesting. And I said to myself when I watched that video, I said, oh my goodness, reparation for Blacks is never going to happen in this country because these people will get reparation before Black folks get reparation in America. I kid you not. They certainly will. They certainly will. They certainly will. And these people are coming out of the woodworks because the conversation of reparation is coming out and they want a piece of the pie. They want a piece of the pie. Y'all see that? You see that? You see that? Right? So my question is, will these white folks be getting reparation? That's my question. Are these people, are they what qualifies someone for reparation? If you identify as Black and you put that on your birth certificate, your mom, your parents put it on your birth certificate, and you've always have this thing on your birth certificate as Black, does that qualify you as ADOS? I don't know. Let me know, guys, because I'm curious. Because these people, if there is ever going to be reparation, I kid you not, these people will be getting reparation. These people certainly will. They certainly will. I found it to be quite interesting, and I'm just curious to know, how do you separate what qualifies someone to be ADOS, and how do you figure out who get this reparation? Because people like these people here, they're convinced that they're Black. They're convinced that they're Black. A lot of them are. And hey, these people over here already got their reparation. Let me share my screen again. Because these people over here, these people right here, they're getting their reparation. House unanimously passes $67 million gay reparation tax bill. And let me just go down here and read this. On Wednesday, the Democrat-controlled U.S. House of Representatives unanimously passes a controversial gay reparations bill that will entitle same-sex couples to millions of dollars in tax refund for their marriages, which were not previously recognized under federal tax law. Now, this is the same Democrat that Black people in America have been voting for decades, right? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Listen, Black folks, this Democratic Party that you guys have been voting for years and years, they hate your guts. They all do. Left wing, right wing, top wing, bottom wing, Democrat. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your interest is not of importance to these people. Y'all need to stop voting, okay? It's not helping, all right? It's not helping. Your vote doesn't help. Come on. Anyway, let me go down here. In passing the Pride Act, Democrats are honoring our diversity and providing long overdue justice to countless same-sex couples across the country who have been denied critical tax refunds because of who they are and who they love. Nobody gives a damn who you are and who you love. But anyway, Democrat House Speaker Nancy Pelosi proudly declared, right, calling for the Senate to quickly pass and reaffirm both the bill and its incredibly controversial message. All right. So do I need to read any further? The gay community is going to get their reparation way before any ADOS get reparation. And white people who have already gotten their reparation, and I'm pretty sure, my ADOS people, you guys are very bright, right? And you probably already know that white people already got their reparation. When they so-called free the slaves, they were paid for losing money. They were paid. They got their reparation already, and they're going to get it again. They're going to get it again. And they will give everybody else reparation before they give it to you guys. And that's what I've been trying to say on this channel. Y'all, you guys, you got angry with me when I did the video on reparation and all the motions and all that stuff. But this is what I've been trying to convey to you guys this whole time. None of you guys are getting any reparation. It's not going to happen. These people are getting their reparation before you guys do, okay? As we previously reported, presidential candidate Senator Elizabeth Warren, whatever her name is, recently came out in support of this type of policy. So let me tell y'all something. The people who are passing these bills and creating these bills and laws and whatever, right? Majority of them are homosexuals. If they're not homosexual, they have homosexuals in their families, okay? And almost all of them are racist. So that's what's working against you guys. You have racist people who are creating laws and bills and passing bills in this country, right, that works against blacks here. And you have homosexuals, and a lot of them are homosexual. And you have a lot of them that are racist and are homosexual. So you have a lot, you have two things working against you guys there. You do. You have the homosexuality people that are politician and they are racist, and that's what's working against you. Because there is a narrative that black folks are homophobic, which I don't mind being called homophobics. I could care less. Okay, I have my own beliefs, and I'm not going to be forced into conforming to anyone else's lifestyle and belief. Okay, that's just what it is. I don't give a damn. All right. So anyway, so that's what you guys have working against you. You have the homosexual racist politician that are making these laws and passing these bills, and that's what's working against you. Homosexuals are getting their reparation. White folks are already gotten their reparation. The Chinese got their reparation. The Indians got, everybody else got their reparation except for black folks. And they're going to continue. They're going to come up. They're going to search and research and find all type of things to give these people reparation before they give you reparation. All right. The federal government forced legally married same-sex couple in Massachusetts to file as individual and pay more in taxes for almost a decade. Right. So these people are doing their research and coming up with different ways to give reparation to these people. We need to call out that discrimination, and to make it right, Congress should pass the Refund Equality Act immediately. So there you have it. Republicans don't have anything against any other race, only against actions of others. Oh, please. Stop it. Mr. Bad Moon Rising, stop. Christine says I will never vote again. I've never voted in this country, and it's never going to happen. Period. Okay. What are you voting for? What are you voting for? Your vote, one way or another, it does nothing for you. It does nothing for you personally. And this is just my personal opinion. Personally, I would rather Trump stay in office. That's just my personal opinion. The guy's a whack job. He's a narcissist. He's an idiot. Okay, he's an idiot. But you know what? Let him stay there, because what does it matter who else goes there? That's the point. It doesn't matter who is in the White House. Obama was an idiot, right? Like, does it matter who's in there? It doesn't matter who's in there. What matters is that anybody who's in the White House don't give a rat's behind about black folks. And I'm just an outsider looking in, okay? Just an outsider looking in. And from what I'm seeing, okay, y'all know I was born and raised in Jamaica. All right. And as an outsider looking in, I can tell you right now, none of these parties give a rat's behind about black Americans. Not one of them. Okay. Not one of them. They don't see you guys as human beings. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of white people in America who has put a separation, a distinction between black people from the Caribbean and other places and black people here in America. I have had white American tell me that I'm not black, I'm Jamaican, and that there's a difference between black Caribbean and black American. I don't know what that difference is, but you know, I had a friend years ago. I was working with this coworker, and you know, we used to hang out. She's white, and I met her father, and her father, I hadn't hang out with her in a while, and her father asked her, you know, where's your black friend? And she said to her father, oh, she's not black, she's Jamaican. Now this is what she's telling me. Dad, she's not black, she's Jamaican. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I'm confused. What do you mean? What do you mean she's not black, she's Jamaican? So, and then her dad was like, oh, I thought she was black. Oh, I didn't know she was Jamaican. What? Anyway, so that's just the shenanigan and the separation and all the foolishness, you know. But me, I'm just speaking as an outsider looking in, and from what I've seen, you guys are not getting any reparation. I'm sorry, because there is no regard. There is no regard for you guys here, you ADOS Black Americans. There's no regard. All right. There's absolutely no regard. I mean, I just wanted to share that. It's funny. These people, they identify as black. You can clearly see these people are white folks. They're white. All right. And they're determined to convince everyone else that they're black, because they want that reparation. And I'm telling you, they will be getting that reparation before you guys do. They will be. I kid you not. They certainly will be. And the homosexual, the LGBT community, their reparation is in the works. It's in the works. You guys saw that. It's in the works. Anyway, I'm not going to stay on here long. I just wanted to share a couple of stories from across the web. And I'm going to share my screen again. You guys know that I did a story on this gentleman here, right? Mr. Jeffrey Epstein, right? And according to the lying media, this gentleman supposedly killed himself in prison, and none of us believe that nonsense. Okay, I don't. I certainly don't. And so here's a former inmate that spent some time in the same facility that Jeffrey Epstein was supposedly killed himself in, right? And this is the account of this inmate. This is what he's saying. So I'm going to read what this gentleman is saying. He said here that there's no way That man could have killed himself. I've done too much time in those units. It's an impossibility. Between the floor and the ceiling, it's like 8 or 9 feet. There's no way for you to connect to anything. You have sheets, but they're paper towels. No strong, not strong enough. He was 200 pounds. It would never happen. When you're on suicide watch, they put you in this white smock, a straight jacket. They know a person cannot injure themselves. The clothing they give you is a jump-in uniform. Everything is dark brown color. So now they're asking him, could he have done it from the bed? And the gentleman says, no, sir. There's a steel frame, but you can't move it. There's no light fixtures. There's no bars. They don't give you enough in there that could successfully create an instrument of death. You want to write a letter, they give you a rubber pen and maybe once a week a piece of paper. Nothing hard to make made of metal. Nothing hard or made of metal, right? There's up to 80 people there. They could put 2 in cell. There's 1 or 2. They'll never believe this guy had a cellmate. He was too blown up, meaning he was too popular, right? It's like you're an animal and you've been brought into a kennel. A guy like Jeffrey, it's like, holy shit, you know. Okay, so this gentleman is saying that there's no way, it's not possible at all that this Jeffrey Epstein guy could have killed himself. So y'all know, I did 2 videos on this channel about this dude right here, and personally, I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if he's dead. But if he is dead, I don't think he killed himself. I think he was killed. I think he was murdered. Too much information. He has too many people in his pocket. Way too many. The amount of evidence that this guy have against his buddies and all his colleagues that he was inviting to his mansion. There's too many people that this guy have in his back pocket, and they kill him. If he's dead. We don't know if he's dead. I have no proof that he's dead. But if he is dead, he didn't kill himself. He didn't kill himself. But me personally, I don't think he's dead. I think they're hiding him somewhere. Okay, this guy is rich. He has too much money. Okay, and he has too many people in his back pocket. Talking about the Duke of York, for God's sake. If you guys don't know who the Duke of York is, look him up. He's one of those fancy English diplomatic people over there, right? This guy was friends with the Duke of York. He was friends with politicians and all type of celebrities here. He has too many people in his pocket. There's no way they would have, let him come out and give all this evidence and whatnot. So I don't believe he killed himself. Don't believe he did. If you don't vote, don't complain. You have just lost a follower. By the way, I grew up poor parents, poor. No way I should pay reparation. Never owned slave. Lynn, listen, I'm going to be nice to you today. Go get a tan somewhere, Lynn. Seriously. Go get a tan, Lynn. All right? Go lay out in the sun somewhere and get burned. Okay? I don't give a damn about your oh, you just lost a follower. Girl, please. Please. Are you kidding me? You grew up poor, your parents was poor, I've never had any slaves. Well, you might not have had any slave, Lynn, but you sure do benefit from slavery. Every single one of you guys benefit from slavery. Every last one of you. What are you talking about? Wait, I tell you about you, Lynn, and everyone else like you. Narcissistic. The narcissism, I can't do it. I can't. That's why I don't deal with you. That's why I don't deal with y'all people. Okay? I'm not holding my tongue. All right? Lynn, people like you, narcissistic. Okay? This whole thing about not owning slave and blah, 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 blah. Heard it all before. 1,000,000 times. Okay? Heard it all before. I don't care if you own slave. Your white privilege allows you to benefit from slavery. And I'm not going to, repeat myself. I'm sure you've heard that a million times before. Okay. So cut the bull, cut it out. Cut it out. Loss of follower. I don't need your following. What are you following me for? I don't need you to follow me. Girl, please. Goodbye. Anyway, I cannot stand ignorance. I really cannot. I can't. We don't vote. What did you say? If you don't vote, don't complain. Lynn, Black people have been voting in this country since God knows when. And they're still complaining because voting have done absolutely nothing for Black folks. So what are you talking about? I don't need any narcissist following me. You guys are crazy. You guys are sick, mentally ill. Narcissistic people are mentally ill. You're out of your mind. Anyway. Oof, girl, you threw me off track here. Don't come to me with that foolishness, Lynn. I'm not with it. Anyway, I'm not staying long on here. Here's another narcissistic bull crap that I just want to talk about in a second, okay? That whole massacre that happened over the last couple of weeks. Now you have the narcissist, just like Lynn, talking about it's the violent video games that are causing these mentally retarded people to go around and shoot up stores and movie theaters and schools and everything else. So here we have a story that says Walmart has pulled violent video games display, but they still have firearms on sale. Firearms remain on sale, right? But they pulled a video game because as far as they're concerned, these narcissists, they believe that it's the video game, right? That's causing these people to commit mass shooting. Okay. Walmart is pulling violent video game display from its store. The display, not the game, but the display from its store in the wake of last weekend deadly shooting at the El Paso stores that killed 22 people, but has also confirmed it still has no plans to stop selling firearms. And there you have it. Now, I'm not even going to read any further. I really am not, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So when Black folks commit any type of crime, we don't go around committing mass shooting. We certainly don't. But if we happen to kill someone, right, we're just savages. We're just savages. If a Middle Eastern person does the same thing, they're just a bunch of religious savages, right? Everybody else is savages. But when the Caucasian narcissist go around and kill dozens of people, oh no. These poor, mentally ill, they just watch too much video games. Maybe they need to change their diet. Maybe it's the those pills that's prescribed to them. The depression, the antidepressant medication. Maybe it's the pill that's causing it. It's the video game. It's the, I don't know, the food. Maybe it's something in the water, but no, they're not crazy. They're not savages. They're just nice folks with some type of problem, something that's causing them to do it, right? The video games, the this, the that. Y'all can miss me with the bull, okay? Just miss me with the bull. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And people like Lynn are senators. They're working in the White House. These are the people who are in control of passing these laws. People like Lynn, narcissistic people like Lynn. These are the type of people who are sitting in your house, your Senate, your this and that, your House of Representatives, those are the people. People just like Lynn. Okay? These are the people that are passing the laws, that are making decision for this country. Narcissist, just like Lynn. See? And that is why, when I tell you, black folks, that you're not getting any reparation, you're not getting it. Because you have people like Lynn sitting there making decisions. Narcissistic, mentally ill, filled with demons. Okay? That's what I call it. Demons, yeah. A lot of demons in these people. And so that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. And that's why you're not getting your reparation. That's just, that's just what I wanted to say with this video. That video that I shared earlier. They would rather give reparation to those people, those white folks that are calling themselves black. If they ever pass a reparation bill for black folks, I guarantee you, those people are getting it. Those people are getting it. You black folks are not getting any reparation. That's it. I kid you not. That's it. Boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's what I said. Lucky Star 39. I did say it. They black folks, I mean, do you know, Lucky Star? I don't know where you are. I don't know where in the world you're from, but do you understand? Do you know the history of America? Have you dug and did your research about the history of this country? Black folks in this country are not considered human. They never was. Okay, while they were in slavery, they were considered to be 3/5 of a human. The ignorance, a part of the ignorance of this country is what they teach in school. What white children are taught in the schools here is that the black folks who came here on ships from Africa were indentured servants, or just workers. That's the term they use nowadays. Workers who came here and they work, and sometimes I read the book. Sometimes they didn't get pay. So they're pretty much watering down the effect of slavery here. And so people like Lynn, right, and many others, they send their children to school just like they did, and they get the watered down version of what happened to our people here in this country, our ancestors here. And so the ignorance have been passed down to their generation, just passing down the same ignorance. And if you ask majority of these people, they have no idea of the real history of our ancestor. When I say our, I mean black folks, our ancestor in this country. They don't know because the lies have been taught to them in school. Okay. And when black folks send their black children to these white schools here, they get the same lies being taught to them. Okay. The same lies. They learn about the white dude who invented this, and the white person who invented that, and nothing is being taught to them about black folks who have done anything good. And it's the same rhetoric. Martin Luther King and just a couple of people who fought civil, people like Martin Luther King. But nothing else is being taught to our children. It's just every year, every February, which is so-called Black History Month, the same bull crap is being taught to the children. Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King. And, oh, Martin Luther King said we should all come together and unite. But what they won't tell the children is that Martin Luther King, right before his death, said that he's afraid that he may have led his people into a burning house. Okay, which means that he knew right up until his death that what he was saying to his people, that he was making a mistake by trying to unite a nation of people with a group of people who hates them. Okay, this, you know, my channel is not about hate. My channel is not about hate, but I've always said this on my channel. I speak my mind based on what I see. Okay. I'm kind of like an outsider looking in. I'm an outsider. Okay. I've always been treated as an outsider here in this country because I was born and raised somewhere else. Okay. So as an outsider looking in, I make it my duty to study the history in this country because this is where I live. Okay. This is where I live. And so I make it my duty to study the history of not only black folks, but white folks. I've studied the history and Chinese folks and all these different groups of people here in this country. I study the history of these people. So I know what's going on. I understand what's going on. So people like Lynn, I understand, is a narcissist. And it's people like her that are running the country here in America. And that's why the country is never getting better. Because these people are not going to give up their privileged lifestyle to allow black folks to prosper. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. Never. Unless you guys come together. I'm talking to my black folks here. You guys need to come together. I'm waiting. Come together. Come together. You know, listen. Start teaching your children at home the real history. Not the watered down bullshit. The real history. That's where it all began. Teach them at home. Okay? Anyway, guys. I don't want to make this too long. So the media tell you you're savage and you believe that their purpose is trying to cause bad moon rising. Listen to me. I don't know. If you want to take what I'm saying and twist it with your own little narcissistic nonsense, you can go ahead. I'm not going to argue with you, okay? You actually believe that I think I'm savage? Really? Is that what I said? Is that what I said? I said, and the media has nothing to do with it, okay? We're talking about Caucasian, the narcissistic Caucasian, who, as far as they're concerned, black folks are savages. Enough with the media and all this mumbo jumbo that you're talking about, okay? The media doesn't have to tell you anything, okay? You go into the household of the average American Caucasian, all right? Or you can leave a recording device in there and you'll see what happened. Okay, I've been in places where they didn't even know that I'm there, and I've listened to conversations. You'd be surprised how these people think. I don't know if you're Caucasian, but if you are, I can understand the way that you're thinking right now. Okay, nobody has to tell black folks that they're savages. We're not savages. We know we're not savages. We know we're not savages. But that's how we are looked at, as a bunch of savages. And that's the bottom line, okay? Everyone else has mental illness and all the excuses in the world, but when it comes to us, we're savages as far as they're concerned. Do we think we're savages? Of course not. Anyway. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later. I'm not going to get into it anymore. I just wanted to ask that question to my fellow ADOS. Do you guys think that Caucasian will be getting their reparation? My answer is yes, they are. And do I believe that you guys will be getting reparation? My answer is no, you're not. That's it. That's what I think. You guys are not getting any reparation. Stop the madness. And maybe one of this day I will do a live stream on that brother. What's his name? Tariq Nasheed. I don't know how many of you guys watching this live might know who I'm talking about, but that brother Tariq Nasheed, I need to do a live stream about him. Yeah. Anyway, but not today. I don't have time today. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys later. See you guys later. Give me a thumb up if you want to. If you're like Lynn, then, you know. Bye, Lynn. Oh, God. See you guys later. Bye-bye.